Today I'm going to give you 3 often overlooked things that you want to make sure you're paying attention to while you're looking at homes.
You better get fired up!
All right, I'm your realtor and we're going to go look at homes. I want to give you 3 big things today that you want to keep an eye on while we're looking through those homes, all right? Before I get into what those 3 things are, let's talk about the why, the criteria of what 3 things I'm giving you are, okay? So number 1, what value are the things in that home bringing you? And the things we're going to be looking for actually detract in value, right? Not just for you, but the second part of what I'm talking about is that they detract in value when you go to sell. So these things may not be a big deal to you, but they're going to be a big deal when you call me in 5 years and ask me to list your home and I tell you you've got a little bit of an issue with the value of this or that, right? And we're gonna talk about what this and that are here in a second. Okay, so the first thing is the carpet. You don't just wanna look at how nice the carpet is, and yeah, is it worn, is it not worn? That's important. Are there stains? Everybody's gonna see that. But even on the best carpet, if you go around the perimeters of the room, you're gonna see that sometimes you get a little bit of that carpet pulling up, right? And it's only gonna be an inch or 2. It's not gonna be a lot. So you gotta keep an eye peeled and you wanna see that. Because here's the problem. Number 1, if you've got kids, pets, or even if you don't, and you're just rumbling around the house a lot, that stuff's gonna pull up over time. You're not gonna own the house for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. You're probably gonna own it for a few years or maybe a decade, right? That stuff is going to get wear and tear over the years, and you are gonna see that get even worse, all right? Number 2, if you want to replace that carpet, you gotta replace the whole doggone thing. You can't just replace that little section. A lot of times they gotta pull it all up and they gotta replace the whole thing. Guess what that means? Thousands of dollars out of your pocketbook. So if you can see that on day 1, not only would that maybe not stop you from buying the home, but it would make you think about it, but you're at least taking the value into consideration, right? So if you want to move forward with it and you think the home is worth $300,000 with great carpet, you can say, listen, it is worth $300,000. I'll give you a full value offer, maybe not full price, but full value. It's worth $300,000, but it's going to cost me $5,000 to get all new carpet, and it's pulled up for 2 inches over in the corner there. So I know that I'm going to have to pay that $5,000. I tell you what, I'll give you $295,000, right? All right, before we get into number 2, I want you to go right up here. Check out this Instagram handle. Go check my Instagram out, man. Hit the follow button, and I'm going to load you up with tons of great real estate content. All right, but enough with that. Let's get on to number 2. Now we're looking at stains and cracks, okay? So the stains are primarily gonna be water, right? That's what our concern is. You're looking for water stains, and a lot of times you're gonna see them up in the ceiling, and a lot of times they're gonna be in the corners of that ceiling, right? So keep an eye out for that, especially if it's a darker home. You wanna make sure that you're gonna shine some light up on those ceilings, or at least turn all the lights on, get an eye up there, and you can see if you've got some damage, because you don't know, was that one-time damage and I don't have to worry about it and it's just kind of an eyesore, or am I gonna have to pay for that down the road because that issue continues to go on because we got a roof leak or a plumbing leak or whatever it may be, right? You also may have cracks. And I'll tell you, if you've got a home with a vaulted ceiling and you look up at the peak of that ceiling, a lot of those homes after maybe 2-3 years, they just have a crack there. I don't know why it is, they just do it, right? When it's that type of crack, I'm not overly worried. Is it an eyesore? Yeah, but you can mud over it. You can get someone in there to paint over that, and it's not really that big of a deal, usually. But if you're seeing cracks in multiple locations, especially in the same room, you might have settling issues with that home, foundation issues with that room. So you want to make sure that you know exactly what's going on. And in that scenario, absolutely get an inspector in there. All right, and then the third one is the big one, man. This is the money maker. I'm talking about the monster things in your house: the roof, the air conditioner, the heater, and the water heater, all right? So all those things are big buck items, and they can last a long time. But if you look on the little tags, right, or if you know what kind of roof it is, you can look it up. It'll tell you how long the life of that particular product is supposed to be. So if you've got a roof and it's a 30-year roof, and you know that the roof has been on for 25 years, even if it looks good, number 1, don't forget that insurance wants you to swap that roof out at 20 years if it's a 30-year roof. If it hasn't, guess whose prices are going up, right? So you want to take that into consideration. Number two, if you've got 25/30ths of a roof that's gone, and let's for easy numbers say that a roof is $9,000, right? 25/30ths of that roof is $7,500. $7,500 of that $9,000 roof is gone, and you've got about $1,500 left. I personally would advise my clients to ask for $7,500 off the price, assuming we're giving a full value offer if they had a nice roof, right? You want to do the same thing with all of the major components in your home to make sure you're protecting the value that you have on day one. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you like this video, go down and hit like. Please give me a subscribe. And don't forget about the Facebook page up here and the Instagram handle over here. You guys stay fired up.